Be me. Buy old 1991 BMW 535i a couple years ago. Body is pristine. Needs AC repairs and a window switch blows a fuse, no big deal. I fixed the window myself first weekend by cleaning the circuit board. Take it to local Euro shop to get AC looked at. They sit on it for a month and do nothing. Get it back, notice oil in the coolant. Take it to another local Euro shop to see if gasket or cracked head. They sit on it for 3 months and do nothing. Take it to dealer. 4K but they fixed the AC and the coolant thing was just the head gasket fuse. Had fun driving it for a while. Developed several new small issues. Take it to local shops. They sit on car and do nothing. Fix most of it myself. Beating noise under car. Take apart drive shaft myself to replace rubber holder thing. Flat tire. Drive in peace for a while. Finally everything major is fixed. I'll just take it to a different local shop for headliner and idle issue diagnosis. Shop does nothing and keeps giving excuses. I'm busy at work. 6 months later. Have to get local cops involved to get Beamer back. Find it with headliner board and windshield stripped out. Sitting in the rain, full of water. They keep my parts. Drive 30 miles home with no windshield. Replace windshield. Low beams are useless. Smack some debris on the highway at night while moving to new house. Front trim now gone. Exterior no longer pristine. Engine making bad ticking sound. Have it towed to dealer to diagnose sound. What happened to the interior? We don't feel comfortable working on a vehicle without a headliner. I love this car, but it's starting to hurt. It's cursed. I can't go on like this. Should I just throw in the towel or are the good times right around the corner? Women destroy more cars. God, I wish this was not true. Be me, moving Mrs. Anon's car to the garage one day. Tire light is on. Light comes on at 30 pounds per square inch if the other tires are at spec. Check pressures. Passenger rear is 18 pounds per square inch. Fill to 36 pounds per square inch. Mrs. Anon, how long has the tire light been on? It just came on this afternoon. I was going to tell you. MFW crap, must be huge leak. Check tire following morning. 35 pounds per square inch. Huh. Check next day. 34 pounds per square inch. Using algebra, deduced tire as losing 1 pound per square inch per day. Not dreadful but better find leak. Pull tire and find nail. Plug tire. Fill to spec. MFWI deduce further using algebra 30 pounds per square inch when the tire light came on minus 18 pounds per square inch when I learned about it divided by 1 pound per square inch per day to solve for X. MFWX equals 12 days. MFW the tire light had been on 12 days. It just came on this afternoon. I was going to tell you. It just came on this afternoon. I was going to tell you. Be me. Rent a cottage in the countryside for a New Year's party. Get drunk. Decide that it's a good idea to take my 316T drifting on narrow snowy roads, with my friends in the back. End up in all sorts of ditches and bushes. Wait for someone to drive by and ask them if they can get me out. Go back to the cottage, drink some more. Repeat. Come nighttime, get my crush and one of my friends to show them the skills I've been developing all day. Driving smooth, hitting nice drifts, everything going well, having a great time. We decide to return to the cottage. On the way back, I decide to hit it one more time. Lost control, ended up in a ditch, 10 inches away from a tree. Can't get out, no one's coming. We leave the car there. Come back tomorrow to somehow get it out. Call some sketchy voluntary mountain rescue group. 5 guys in a Grand Cherokee come and try to get me out. They get stuck too. Well shit. Turns out they were drunk too. They have been drinking all day. After all, it was New Year's Eve. Guy in a duster drives by and gets me and the mountain rescuers out of the ditch. I wanted to repay the rescuers in some way. They refuse any kind of payment, but asked if we had some plum brandy. I get them the brandy and they drive off. Be me. Live in 2031. Wake up to cook my wife and her BF breakfast. Microwave them some vegan eggs and crickets. Latrina takes a bite then chases me out the front door because I didn't use any seasoning. Jump into my ESG-rated, 3-wheeled Podmobile to avoid his blows. Frantically tell Pod to take me to work while my wife's BF pounds the windows calling me a racist. Pod starts driving itself out on the freeway. Justin Trudeau's face shows on the heads-up display telling me that I'm a racist. Suddenly Pod stops on the shoulder to install updates for 30 minutes. Robot voice then notifies him now being taken to the Ministry of Rehabilitation for privilege recalibration. Pod's battery spontaneously catches fire and fumes start choking me. Hit the escape button. Giant screen says I can't escape because I forgot to renew my safety subscription. Pull out my iPhone 26. Open up the My Suicide app. Pay the 398 million social tokens to kill myself. Shove the phone into my asshole when it prompts me. https://www.youtube.com/watch v=kirkpntna8